Well, 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 well. What do we got here? Midnight Cat Studio. Or could it be Maxace? Or could it be Midnight Cat Studio Persian MCPS01. What does that mean? It means it's cool, baby. And it is sleek. Even out of the plastic, it's sleek. Front flipper, Persian M390, ballistic design by Maxace. It's bombastic and ballistic. And how's that drop? Like a charm, like a charm. You got that shred carbon fiber with the gold in it, front and back. Front and back. Let's just put a G10 scale on here and total titanium there. They'll never know the difference. Yeah, they will. I know the difference. Okay, so the Persian, it is sleek. It is long. It's a front flipper. It's M390 blade steel, and we have tested Midnight Cat. We've tested Maxace in the past. Yes, they haven't lied about their steels that we've ever been able to determine. They've always been true to form. So, and they do OEM work as well. I know that PMP Knives is made by Maxace, but I don't know all the ones, and they usually don't say. But this is nice. I like this one. I like Maxace overall. I like Midnight Cat Studio. They come out with some crazy stuff. I like their designs. I think they're way cool. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of this. I guess, somebody like Spyderco comes out with something new and everybody's all over it, or Benchmade or Hinder or Chris Reeve or whoever, and nobody talks about these. So, okay, I think they're worth talking about, that's for sure. And being as big as it is, it's probably one of the largest knives of 2021, the year of tininess. Seems like everybody's scared to actually claim a 3.5 inch. It's always 3.45 inch as the biggest blade length. Here, even closest point to that bolster is 4 inches at like 102, about 102 millimeters. Down here, more like 106, 107 at 4 1/4. All the way out, it's over 9 inches, 9.15, something like that, and 23 centimeters. Okay, we get the point there. It's kind of big. Let me see if I got anything around here. I got my Tuya bruiser. So there's my Tuya knife bruiser, which ain't no fainting flower, but it's not as long as the Persian is. So, crazy knife. Let's take a look at the rest of the stuff in here. And you get a microfiber cloth, okay? MC, or no, this is a Maxace one. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Maxace. So they just want to confuse you, or just be able to use one in substitution to the other. Product. Well, this is not the Zermaskus model, but I'm not aware that there is a Zermaskus model. Overall, 22.8, didn't we say 23 centimeters, and handle length, blade length, 98 millimeters. Nah, it's longer than that. Not a whole lot longer, but longer than that. M390, blah, 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 an inlay, Persian, ballistic design, and there you go. I mean, Midnight Cat Studio. And you know what? I do like Maxace knives. This one drops in such a way that it might be dangerous to just let it swing around at will. You need to use a little bit of discretion with this knife. But I mean, It's over that detent ball pretty quick, and she just drops on down. It's centered up. No blade player lock rock. Here's your lock up about 30%. And you can see how everything's really nice and smooth, like a fine bead blast all over here. How much hardware can you see from the front? Like almost none, right? Whatever this is. On the back, okay. There and there. But that's it. Not a whole lot there either, huh? So shall we investigate further? 0.55 of an inch at 14.2, so it's pretty substantial there in the hand, although it's not very tall handle. 3.8 millimeter at 0.15, so close to 4 millimeter blade length. Will it be a knife? Okay, I think that pretty much answers the question. Yeah, it will. So how much does it weigh? And let's get it on here. 111, about 112 grams. So it's fairly light, especially, I mean, it's under 4 ounces for a 9.15 whatever inch long knife of titanium and fairly sizable or thick blade stock. So there's that. I like it. I like the look overall. You know, I got mine on White Mountain. I'm surprised how experimental White Mountain is. You know, aren't you? I mean, it's like you can go to White Mountain and get Tucson knives. Who else carries Tucson knives? You know, he's got all kinds of different Maxace, and he's got, oh my God, it's just a panacea, really, cornucopia of different types of brands that are very interesting. This one is $280, so $280, but remember you get 10% off, and they don't charge tax or shipping. I just bought something from Smoky Mountain, and whew, I wasn't used to paying that kind of shipping, you know, bam. You know, 28 bucks off of here, so basically around 250 overall. I don't think that's bad. I really don't for this kind of knife. 9.1, 4.1 blade length, blah, 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 all this, okay? And then here, you can get it like I did, you know, in just the regular gray titanium, but they had a dark purple titanium option, and of course I can't see it with a crap, so I didn't get a good picture of it. But dark purple, nah, I think I'm good here. I think I'm good with this. I like that gray with the gold, with the shred, and with the gold hardware here. So I'm all good with this one. And this one, you know, the problem is they make them and then they don't, and then they're gone, and then people go looking for them like 6 months, a year later, and it's like, dude, you know, you kind of got to strike while the iron's hot on these. You really do. Nice action on it. The ergos are obviously pretty clean because there's nothing there. So it's just a neutral handle. Reverse grip, that's fine. And there's plenty of room for your hands on this handle. And there's your balance point there, okay? We'll take it apart and take a look inside, but no blade play or anything on it. You know what? Actually, this did go in and out of my pocket well. I was really surprised, but the pocket clip worked amazingly well. And you can't really do this. I mean, that blade is buried so far in there, you really can't. It's not that difficult to deploy, at least not for me. There's still enough handle here to really hold on to and be able to deploy. So yeah, I think it's pretty easy, and you just got to be careful because, you know, I mean, you don't want to get hit by that blade, so you don't want to be too cavalier about letting it swing around. If you get right up in here, you probably are pretty good. And I just kind of let it drop out of the detent ball because it drops out there so quick that I can get out of the way. And not that I don't like Maxace Midnight Cat Studio knives, right? I mean, take the red Queen 3, okay? There's another one with the gold and then the carbon fiber and the gold hardware type thing. And I like the red Queen 3. But then, I mean, I had this Sandstorm in the titanium at one time, and I wished I still did. But here it is in the G10, which was a real buy at the time, and I don't know if you can still get them. You might check AliExpress if you want to get one. It's a monster of a knife, and it's just incredibly way cool. One of the guys, and look at it compared to, this is over 9 inches long. Look at this thing. It's a mammoth. It's a starship. It's a small planet. Oh, wow. Yeah. What do we got? Almost 10 inches overall length. It's just insane. One thing for sure about Maxace Midnight Cat Studio, they're not afraid of going big or going home, as you can say about the Goliath. And what's cool about this is that you could dye these scales too. I never could think of a color I'd like better than white with that blue bolster. Isn't that insane? But this in blue, I'm going to take these scales off. I'm going to run them sapphire blue. I'm going to see what that looks like. And then, of course, the mammoth in this Vanitas 4E. What's that? Vanitas, yeah, 4E. This is number 18. I mean, this is an absolute monster, and I don't even have the glass breaker on the end of this. So check this out. 4.5 inches, 10 inches overall. It's a complete monster like that one is. Just an absolute monster knife. So that's fun. And then here comes something that actually makes sense. And isn't that unfortunate? It really is. It's called the Babylon. 2021 model button lock, just fidget fun friendly, but it's the baby of the group. You know, it's the baby of the group. What is it? 3 3/4 inch. That's insane. It's under 9 inches long. It's only 8 5/8 long. So that is the baby, but still, I mean, that's a monster knife for what they're putting out this year, isn't it? Crazy. And then talk about sensible. Did any of you guys ever get in on these? The Balance S. See, they had the Balance M that had M390 blade on it, and they were only like $100. They were just like this, except the blade was M390. This is 14C28N, and these were like, I don't know, 45 bucks, something like that. I kept mine. I'm going, shit. This is like, this and my paramilitary 2 are like 2 of the most sensible knives. I mean, just the blades, the flat grind, just everything about it. Really nice. And it's not a huge knife, but it just makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's 3.6 inch blade and, you know, 8 1/4 overall. So it's just a standard full-size knife, you know. It's amazing. Look at all this mess. And that's the totality of my Maxace Midnight Cat collection. But, I mean, those are all keepers. I mean, I'm not going to sell any of those because once they come and then they go, that's it. You know, so it'd be really difficult to go back. Things that are just a standard production, I don't necessarily keep long term because I know I can go back and get them, but no, not on these. So, of course, if you didn't notice, I mean, this is right-hand tip-up only carry. There's no left-hand option there. Way cool blade, though. Yeah, Persian for a reason, right? Now, let's see about taking this little puppy apart, and it shouldn't be that difficult to do. We got number 8 here. And nothing's locked down overly tight. You know, I think they do a good job with their hardware here. I think they make a solid knife. I mean, it's just my opinion, and my opinion only, I guess. And now what, is it starting to pull apart on me already? Because I think I want to take this off. I think I wanted to. Okay, so there's the pocket clip. Now that we worked that off, see, we've got this underneath. And I don't know, other than that may be all that's holding this in place. Well, okay, let's just pull it apart. Yeah, this is pretty pressed in there. Okay, here we go. There's that scale screw. Okay, that was just pretty tight tolerance over here, so just had to get the right angle on pulling it up. And I don't know. Let me see about whether this will actually pop off or if it's got adhesive on it. Okay. It looks like it'll come off of there. Okay, here it comes. I don't know if there was a little bit. Yeah, there was a little bit of adhesive there, but the good thing is you can take it off if you want. So you could anodize and not have to have this on. So you can do that. It's not something I really care about. I think I'm good with the color it's already at. And we got some kind of substance in here. Let's take Big Boy in here. Yeah, we can pull that washer off there. It's got some kind of goop on it, doesn't it? And we've got ceramic bearings. Not multi-row or anything, but you just don't have a big space here. Oh, okay. And then, of course, here's your... Wow, here's your front presentation side. Looks like it may have been screwed on to this post here, but I'm going to leave it alone. Here's what's left underneath. There's the bearings. There's the stop. Here's the back spacer. Okay. Right there. Got everything cleared out. All right. Is this a big enough mess for you? Not much. Not much. Just washers, bearings, and a few pieces of hardware. But when I was washing those, or rubbing those washers down, see that green? I think that's kryptonite. I felt my powers waning a bit. Damn you, Chan Aiden. He's the owner of Maxace, by the way. You genius. Evil genius. Okay, let's reassemble this, shall we? And now that I've got the kryptonite pushed far enough away from me, not to affect me, and let's see if I can remember where I'm putting this damn thing. It has muddled my mind momentarily. And put the washer back in. Let's put this front piece in. How crazy is this? That is insane. And now I just dumped the washer out the other side. Okay. Bang, just like that. It is wild. It is crazy. And it's getting crazier by the moment. And let's get, ooh. I think that's there. And this monster here, by the way, this monster here is the stop. 0.15 of an inch, so it's almost 4 millimeters. Okay, it's a big tough guy, Okay, don't fall out. Don't fall out. Okay, come here. Give me my goop. Okay, we got that much goop on. Let's get a blade on here. Stat. This. More goop. And let's put the washer back on. Well, see, now that's it. And look at pocket clip and a couple of screws. That's it. One to hold that piece in here. Obviously, this little dog. So that's going to be the shortest one. And these are number 8s, by the way. So back it up till it sits down right. And go in on it. Now, let's put the motherboard in. Come on, get the pivot thing realigned here. Let's make sure we're squared off to there. Okay, I don't want to get it too tough. And then this sucker, which really fits on there, doesn't it? Woof, that is tight tolerance. Okay, come here, come here, come here. Okay. Are we going to be good? Are we going to behave? What's this all about? That looks centered. That looks like it wants to bite me. Just as vicious as you were before. Let me see. What do we got here? Okay. Whew. Oh, yeah. Any blade play lock rock? No. Centered up, hell yeah. Flying around like a vicious you know what, yes. But it's all good. There you go, you're over. You're over. You're over. I don't trust you. Trust but verify. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. Back to craziness with the Persian. Midnight Cat Studio. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Hey, I gave you a home and everything, and you still want to bite me, don't you? Ew. But it carries good. It really does. It looks good. It feels good. But it's very thin like this. And as a parting shot, I'll show you. Okay, 20 millimeters, 0.81 of an inch. So not much there. 0.75 here. Do I hear less? No, not there. But easy to disengage, by the way, as well. So what's the tallest part of this contraption? Probably this at 0.94. So still, I mean, a paramilitary 2 at the height, of course, is like 1.6 inches. So this is way more slender, about the same weight as the paramilitary 2, which is 3.8 ounces. This is 3.9, so just saying. All right, I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you. Just this once. Love them knives? Yes, we do. And you guys, stay sharp.